everyone. I'm Rachel from Pen and Camera, and today I'm going to read to you one of my more recent poems called Vivid Dreams. I originally wrote it differently, but I decided to do a rework of it for lack of a better phrasing. So I hope you enjoy. I keep imagining your passing instead of you living. You should still be here with us. I beat myself up saying I should have been there to protect her. The arrangements I could have waited years to discuss. I should have stopped him from pulling the trigger. Maybe you'd still be here if he wouldn't say, God, do I miss her. This was something you never deserved. Why is the only question I have left to ask. What hurt a little more was all the pain my aunt and cousin endured. The flood of emotions knowing that you had passed. I pray you watch over all of us, especially them. I'm excited for the day when we meet again and laugh. I miss you, Shavonne, and I love you forever. Soon we'll get to be together. Thanks for listening. So, I wrote that poem about 3 years ago, not long after my cousin Shavonne had transcended, unfortunately due to her stepchild murdering her. And even though I wasn't as hurt as her sister, my other cousin, and my aunt, it still affected me to the point where that was the first funeral to my memory that I actually allowed myself to feel what I felt and actually cry. Because even though me and Shavonne weren't super close, we were still really good friends, and whenever we did get together, it was always good times, no issues. We could talk about anything. And the fact that somebody she loved with her whole entire heart, that she would do literally anything for, whatever he needed, wanted, whatever. She would do what she was able to make sure it happened for him. And the fact that he wanted to take her away, in a sense, just because he was disciplined for misbehaving, instead of just being a regular kid and just take the discipline and move on, it just boggled my mind. Like, I've been a kid before. I've done things I shouldn't have. I got disciplined, but I wasn't about to kill nobody over it. I just dealt with it and moved on. It won't. A little discipline was not worth risking my freedom at all. And then have to have that record with me for the rest of my life. It could ruin so many opportunities. But clearly he wasn't thinking that way. And that day, and maybe for about a year or so after, it was pretty tough. For some more than others, obviously, but it was pretty tough. And it took me until at some point last year for me to finally be able to heal enough to where I can move past that and not think on that moment so much and just focus on the good memories. Kind of like with my grandmother, because especially with her, because we were super close. We were like best friends. It was almost like she was my mother in a way. But that's what that poem was about. And hopefully it'll be relatable to some people. And if not, I still hope you enjoyed it. Be on the lookout for another poetry video.